no, I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want to make a problem. No, señor.
And we just want to invite people to come with us on the journey of growing. It might be some underlying emotion there that is triggering the frustration. But again, if he is not willing to do it. Hello everyone.
Hola.
Hola, hola. Hola, amor.
Mi amor.
Great to first video recording
Yes.
for YouTube.
First chapter of David Eggshells, where we just sit down here, chill, talk about different situations.
Mainly relationship.
Yeah, relationship. And
relationships, marriages, dating, everything under love. Let's get into it. Our first video.
Oh, well, first, I want to say a disclaimer in here. We are not professionals. We are not psychologists, psychiatrists. We don't know.
Therapists either.
Yeah, therapists. No. Here, we're talking from our own perspective, what we have learned, what we think. We are not here to judge. No, 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 señor. We're here simply to discuss certain topics, different situations, just simply giving, sharing our perspectives.
Yeah.
That's it.
And we are on our path to become better,
Yeah.
improve and grow together as individuals. And we just want to invite people to come with us on the journey of growing.
Yeah.
Emotionally and spiritually and in our relationships.
Yeah.
So
what do we have for today?
The topic we have today, mi amor, is this woman who wrote something that unfortunately we see is common in relationships. And she was saying, the headline says, "Sometimes I feel like I have to walk on eggshells. I sometimes am afraid to even ask him a question because he always seems to sigh or roll his eyes. It makes me feel like what I say is a burden. I feel like it's best to just shut up. Also, I feel like if I make even the smallest noise, he gets mad. So often I have to basically sneak around the house. I just feel like he can be unpredictable as well, and that any decision to make ends up with him sort of mad at me. When I get home from work, I hope he's in a good mood. It's stressful and I try to talk to him about it, but he doesn't listen. I don't know what to do. Am I too sensitive?"
No, señora, no. No, it's not too sensitive.
Maybe it's too flexible.
Sí. Would say it's too flexible. I think the situation in here, or the problem in here, is there are not boundaries. Not boundaries. Because in the anger, let's say, starting from there, because that is the main situation, that the guy is that eager of his, right?
Not eager, the anger.
The anger. Well, so I get that everyone can have a bad day, man. That is, yes, everyone can have a bad day. I get it. I don't have a problem with that. Okay, it's good. But there is where it is the boundary that I said. Is like, I understand that you had a bad day, but you are not coming here and drop off all that shit on me. No, 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 señor. You don't do that.
And there's where we come to the personal responsibility again.
Yes. So then I get that also the guy doesn't know how to manage differently. Okay, I get it. But if you do not know, then search for some help or something. It's just that simply you are not coming here and just reacting and me sneaking into my own house. You should feel safe in your own home. How's that she's coming home hoping he's in a good mood? No, mi amigo. No, no, honey. I mean, that shouldn't be like that. I don't think there is love anymore. Or it seems like they have been for a long period of time. I don't think they probably have a relationship since 2 years. No, I don't think so. I think
I have no
that
idea. She
marriage.
doesn't say that, but it is very sad to see these kind of situations appear often. So what my question is, since we want to see it from both perspective, we want to see it from, of course, her perspective and also the man's perspective. And what comes to my mind is the one way to prevent it And I remember early on in our relationship, by then we were not married yet, was that I raised my voice one time. Do you remember? One and the only time.
And the last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were in the kitchen. I don't know what the situation was
Yes.
about, but I remember I raised my voice, and you set those boundaries very clear. Everything, the body language, the tone of voice, like you never raise your voice at me again. And that moment, I knew if I raise my voice again, this is over. And that is not
in big trouble.
it is not a threat. It is not a threat. And I think there is a misunderstanding that, oh, she's so toxic. Is she really toxic if she knows her standards? If she wants a relationship where her partner is not raising her voice to her, and she set those boundaries for herself so she can feel safe and feel, just safe and just exist in her own house without being yelled at. I think that is obvious. And I think you did the right thing, because what would happen if you didn't? If you just stay silent and
to try to maintain or try
to maintain a peace or please me.
Yes, or no, I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want to make a problem. No, señor. I think when
And
you
señoras.
don't, señores y señoras, when you don't say it, then you are gonna have a problem if you don't say it.
And it can escalate.
Yeah.
Because
sure.
I'm gonna be comfortable of venting and unload my frustration on you, and you don't say anything because you want to be like, oh, it's okay, Amor. And I'm gonna keep being frustrated. And getting comfortable with that, of course, is not good.
No.
I will stay victim. I will stay victim there. Different is that I haven't stopped sharing my emotions with her. With you. You are here. Not speaking alone here. I'm still coming to you, and I share my emotions with you. That is not unloading in frustration. And that helps me. What you're doing so great there is you're holding a space for me. You're just not listening. You're holding a space for me where you can meet me emotionally. And then you listen to what I have to say. You let me finish. And then you ask, do you want my opinion? Or should we work on this together? Do you need my help? Sometimes, yes, I do need it. And sometimes I just realize by myself, when I'm verbalizing my problems, I'm just realizing myself that how silly it sounds. It's why am I wasting my energy here? Or I just get a different perspective of it and able to regulate it myself.
Exactly. Yes.
But you hold that space for me, but you don't let me become mad. Or you don't let me stay victim either. You encourage me to shift my mindset to something positive instead of staying stuck in this cycle of frustration. And you're doing it in such a great way, and it's very admirable. I'm very grateful for that. Because you are not trying to fix me either. You just kind of help me realize stuff by myself, guiding me. And there's a huge difference of trying to fix and guide.
Thank you, honey, for
And just
appreciating
supporting.
that.
And I have also to see it from the perspective of the man. What I came to understand is that frustration, it is a secondary emotion. What is under there, what is triggering that frustration, it is either fear, sadness, or hurt. And in my case, I have frustration follow me for majority of my life. I haven't been able to heal that until recently, maybe 1.5 years ago, dealing with that frustration. And it was fear. It was always fear who was triggering that. If I didn't perform, I wouldn't be accepted, I wouldn't be loved, I wouldn't be enough. So I played football majority of the time of my life. If I didn't perform there, I get so frustrated because I was feared of being left out, or fearing of not being accepted and loved.
Fear of being judged.
Fear of being judged. And this doesn't justify his behavior.
No.
But as boys, as men, our feelings are not really being taken seriously. My parents, they did take them seriously, but unfortunately, it wasn't enough. The influence from the society, from school, from this football environment weighed heavier on me, and I've been shaped from that, which made cause this frustration, this fear. And while there is something underlying that frustration, people are not taking that seriously. So to make sure that people are taking you seriously, frustration becomes the loudest.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that is in too many cases. And it's not just on the men. There's women also. But I think that is the case, because I want to believe that not all men walk around with, or this man, let's take him as an example. I don't think he walks around with the intention to
hurt the women.
To hurt her, or make her feel unsafe at home. I don't think, but there is just a lack of emotional intelligence there. Because as a man, in this case, and in too many cases, you're supposed to suppress your feelings. You're supposed to be a man, and you're supposed to perform. And if that is how you are being validated your entire life as a man or a boy, in sport, and then later in school, and then later in career, and you don't do that, or you have, as you said, everyone has bad days, you become frustrated. This is something that just popped up in my mind. Sorry, I'm gonna let you talk.
Okay, honey, go ahead.
I'm so excited about this topic to discuss it. But she said that sometimes I don't even dare to make any noise, and like I'm walking on eggshells. Sometimes when I've been sitting in my office here at home, and you have been doing some noise somehow, yeah, but just, I mean, it hasn't actually been noise. You have just exist.
Yeah.
But having this pressure that you put on yourself of you need to achieve, you need to perform in the projects that I'm doing, and I'm getting disturbed, that I have caught myself, and I have never exploded in frustration, but I have caught myself in silence, that I'm triggered by it. I'm triggered by that noise. Whether and
I didn't know that.
no, but I just thought about it, but it hasn't affected me or affect our
No, but
relationship.
it's good that you're realizing, you know.
But I think when it comes to situations like this, and you might not have the chance or to heal those wounds, because there are wounds behind that frustration, is just a wounded boy who never get their emotional needs met, then it could happen. So that is just a perspective from a man that I believe it doesn't justify
his
anything.
behavior. Exactly, yes, it doesn't justify. So then here is where now I think she said that she has tried to talk to him, right? And then he rolls his eyes and
Right.
yeah, he
Yeah, and like sigh and
oh, okay.
here we
Okay,
go
so
again.
then okay, so she says that she has tried to talk to him. What I have learned, honey, is that this, what you're saying, that I give you the space, also it is a space where you don't feel judged. And yes, I asked questions, but not with the purpose of fixing. So then here is something else that we don't know what way she might have approached to this guy. If it is a way, again, we are not judging anyone, it's just different perspectives, how she has approached this man, the way how she has approached him. If she has approached in a way that honey, I've been thinking about this, I can see certain patterns, these reactions, maybe what do you think, we can ask for help, because not always the person that knows how to manage herself or himself knows or can help the partner to do that. So then, if you are patient and you are willing to guide your partner in that path of learning how to regulate, in that emotional intelligence, okay, it's good. If you do not have the patience, if you don't know how to do it, how to teach, because you can know how to do it on your own, but then you don't know how to guide someone, then ask some help. There are professionals. That's why it exists therapy. Great, take it. But then if she has, let's say, ask him, let's ask for help, or what can we do about it? And then he's just, again, with the same attitude, negative, and no, you're crazy, everything is fine, there is no problem. I don't think there is anything can be done for that couple.
No.
Because nothing is gonna happen.
But she might made, sorry.
Nothing is gonna happen if he's not willing to see, to realize, to accept something is going on. If he thinks everything is fine, everything is perfect, nothing is wrong, if I was her, I'm done here. Because with someone like that, honey, no way, it's not gonna be possible for you to make that person to understand that needs help. No, it's impossible. But then if maybe somehow he realizes, like, man, yeah, all right, I actually never thought about it, but okay, let's work on this, then is new step to something greater.
Yeah.
So it's not about fixing, it's about improving. Yes, he doesn't know how to regulate himself, but then also, okay, how she's approaching it. If she's approaching it in a good way, let's say that she's approaching it in the best possible way, but he doesn't want the help. No, mi amor. I don't think there is much to do. I don't think.
Unfortunately, yeah, it starts with ourselves.
Yes,
we
always.
must be willing to grow, and I think that is it. That is the key. I
Yes.
mean, to be willing to grow and adapt, because we all enter relationships with our limitations, with our flaws.
Yeah.
So anyone is entering a relationship having everything figured out in their life.
Anyone.
Anyone. And I can just talk from my own perspective, and like, I've grown so much being committed
Yes.
to this marriage, to us, being committed to us. And with that commitment, I align my actions and my behaviors and my emotions, and then trying to grow into just the man that I want to become. And I started to realize, like, my frustration is a freaking problem. I thought it was only a problem at the football field, but then when I brought it into a relationship, it is still there, but just in a different format.
Yeah.
And then I brought it into a project, and it's still there. It is a problem. Okay, who do I want to be as a husband in this case, or as a partner? Like, ask yourself that question. As a man or a woman, who do I want to be?
Yes, exactly.
Because then you can start to think, like, I want to, if this man, for example, ask himself this question, who do I want to be as a partner? I want to create a safe place for my partner to share her emotions. Okay, am I doing that? No, obviously not. If you're yelling at her, if she just open the bathroom door.
That's insane, honey, that someone can even live like that, not being safe in their own home. At home,
That it
you
comes to
should
her also, like,
feel
know
comfortable.
your worth, and you set those boundaries. It's easy to
Yes.
sit here and say that, and not being in the situation yourself. I'm not saying, like, I'm not judging the situation. I'm just like,
Yeah, not judging situations and people. No, no, no. We are not judging people. We understand people act from what they know. Is the capacity of knowledge. This man is acting this way because he doesn't know better. This woman is acting this way. Why she hasn't lived that relationship?
who knows?
She doesn't know better. She doesn't know what else to do. That's what she wrote down. What we are saying, again, just giving perspectives, what we think, because at the end, everyone has their own pace to grow. That's how it is. And they cannot be judged. You don't judge a kid because they don't do certain things. No, you understand a kid is going their own pace. So the same in this path of awareness. So just to have that clear, there is no judging.
No, there's no judging, and we can sit there and share our perspective of things. We don't know whole background either. There might be a lot of things, but what is important is who do I want to be as a partner and what standards do I have?
And mainly as a person, honey. I mean, it is about myself. If I have clear who I am, it's all about self-awareness.
Right.
Bueno, amor, then what can we take as a conclusion, or do you have any advice? Let's say we're giving the advice to these women that wrote down. Do you have something?
I think as she already is in this situation, what she can do if this relationship is still worth fighting for is first do herself a favor and understand what standards she has in a relationship. Know that, know her values, and share that with him, and share it in a way that you're serious. I mean, you are very serious about this. So share that. If he's willing, it's not gonna happen overnight. So be patient with him, guide him, remind him when the tendency of explosion happen again. Remember what we talked about, and guide him, because the more he becomes aware, hopefully the more he can start to regulate his frustration and understand that it might be some underlying emotion there that is triggering the frustration. But again, if he is not willing to do it, yes, you're not here to save anyone. So do yourself a favor. Stop pleasing him. Stop try to save him or fix him. It's not gonna happen. He's not willing to it. Then leave.
Well, yes, I guess something to avoid this situation is setting boundaries. You can avoid too many problems if you set boundaries in the beginning. Just talk to your partner. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. And then we all know what are the rules of the game. I think
that is a way to explain it.
Yes. Like, okay, we're gonna start playing this. Here are the rules. I think that's a good one.
Yeah.
Remember, once again, we don't have the truth. We are just sharing what we think, our perspectives. If you have a different perspective, just let us know. If you have questions, if you have similar situations, then write down in the comments. And yeah, if you like this video, like, share,
follow us. That helps.
That helps.
All right. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Until next time.
Hasta la próxima.
Ciao.